A dramatic reenactment of my live reactions to this episode of Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir.
Tá, eu já aprendi. O Kwame vai sair da joia.
Oh my god, you got
Fale as palavras
duped.
mágicas. Do sul abra minhas asas.
Oh my god, don't say it.
Abra minhas asas.
He said it with so much confidence. What an idiot.
Ah, é? Se arriscaria essa
Really?
vez, porque
Really?
mais rápido.
Now's the time to start this. And oh my god, her hair is black here. Like, I appreciate talking about your feelings, but the show is shoehorning it at the wrong time.
Dos outros heróis. Por que não a minha? Você não precisa me proteger. A gente nunca vai ser akumatizado.
Oh my god, tell him, please. He doesn't know what happened. Are you acting the way that you act?
Você não tem ideia do que você tá falando.
Because you refuse to tell him.
É, deve ser porque você nunca me conta
Exactly.
nada.
Tell him. Oh my god. Oh my god, they showed me the death of me. Just kill them, please. See, this is why you tell people everyone on the team, so shit like this doesn't happen. Aww. Oh my god. Well, at least he didn't say Alia.
Ainda está ativa?
We do not have time for this.
Desculpa, eu não.
We literally don't have time for this bullshit.
Tá, já chega agora, tá botando outros. Todo mundo em Paris tá com essa marca.
Sapinho vem e tá tudo bem, meu
The kid had super strength? What the fuck?
Não vimos isso. Não estamos lidando só com um sentimonstro. Tem um vilão akumatizado.
The only instance of brain cells that this show allowed this man to have.
A gente só vai ficar com a cabeça fresca pra derrotar os sentimonstros quando derrotar o risco. Os outros tentem limitar o prejuízo.
Sou o sapinho a passear, nada pode me assustar.
Mas eu posso ajudar.
Oh, why would you do this? She's doing this on purpose. I swear to God. You know, that was a risk. That was just Cat Noir being Cat Noir. I refuse to believe otherwise. Yep, that was a risk. Because you can't blame him. I think a chicken's dying outside. You can't blame him for this if risk is in play. Like, the show created a thing to counter everyone's reckless behavior, but then go right back to say, no, this is Cat Noir, but I believe this is Cat Noir. This isn't the review portion of this video.
Tá legal. Preciso de alguém que não se contaminou.
Adeus, Ladybug.
O Adrien! Mas eu tô contaminada pelo risco. Talvez minha ideia seja arriscada. Ou será que o risco vai ser não me arriscar? Tô amando me arriscar ou me arriscando por amor? Ai!
I love when the show tells me how to think and just doesn't let me figure it out for myself. But it's a good thing she's aware of that. But yeah, whenever Adrien is involved, I think it's just best if you just say, no, let me look at another option. Whether risk is involved or not, it won't be that hard to find somebody who isn't infected.
Não, é o Adrien. E ele não tá
No.
É uma
He doesn't have the mark, yes, but it doesn't have to be Adrien.
boa ideia. Tique, fluff, calque, combinar.
Oh god, it hurts to look at. Moving swiftly forward.
Você consegue.
I know it's the lucky charm that brought her here. Ooh, pigtails. But why wouldn't she just go like back in time to try and find Hawkmoth retransforming at the end of season 2? Or yeah, like follow him? Or, you know, just try and find Hawkmoth here. Since this thing shows everything. You know what? I want to look at these pigtails. They are so cute. Oh my god, they're so cute. I'm just looking at the pigtails. Nothing else. Everything is destroyed. Did she do lucky charm? Oh yeah, for the boy.
Você fez tudo o que precisava na primeira vez. Eu sabia que você ia me ajudar. Você é o melhor, Adrien. Quero dizer,
Flare Mirable. Me chama de Flare Mirable.
Blah.
Combina muito com você.
Oh my god.
Zero.
Oh my god. Cat Noir, you're being a little clingy. But Ladybug failed on her first try too, so whatever.
Miraculous do cachorro. Cat Noir. Miraculous do cachorro, Miraculous do gato, cão e gato.
She's doing this on
Que
purpose.
bom trabalhar com você, Noir.
Anda, deem as patas.
Why must they shake?
Eu sabia que vocês iam se dar bem. Essa é a magia dos Miraculous. Até que
Oh my god, stop
venha
talking, stop
agonia.
talking, stop
Vocês vão
talking,
passar
please stop
muito
talking.
tempo juntos.
She was gonna make Adrien, who she thought was Adrien, a permanent member, like Cat Noir. Hell, even more than Cat Noir. Look how everyone is just looking at her. Is she gonna fling them into the sun? Will the sun destroy a sentient monster? Oh, that's why they have the glass. Oh my god, she did fling them into the sun. Well, they didn't really need to go to the past to do this. They could have flung them into the sun and then gotten the boys, whatever.
Me desculpa.
You are not. Fuck off. Oh,
Mentir pro Nino, a gente conversa sobre tudo.
why? Why do you have to give
Eu
it back?
entendo. Eu conto tudo pra minha melhor amiga. E não consegui mentir pra ela também. Esse Miraculous nunca mais pode ser meu. É muito arriscado agora que o Shadow Moth sabe.
Now, you choose to be responsible. What happened to Rena in the beginning? Wanted to keep. I know this is all for plot device, but really?
Como meu plano falhou, a Ladybug tinha que ter errado. Não faz sentido nenhum continuar.
Oh
Ô,
my
Adrien,
god, I hate you. All of this, you upended Adrian's life for no goddamn reason. Fucking despise you.
Tudo isso é bobagem agora.
Oh my god, Queen. I hate him, but he's perfect. I hate him, but he's perfection.
Meteu. Pega.
Você perdeu, Ladybug, finalmente.
A bola! Do cachorro!
Yes, yes, yes!
O que quer dizer? Que ele tá com os Miraculous.
I wonder what Hawkmoth is doing.
Finalmente vou realizar meu maior desejo.
Oh my god, ow. Ow, my spleen, my spine. Oh shit, I don't know what's hurting, but something's hurting. Ow. I'll laugh through the pain. Yes, yes.
Calma. Pensa. Deve ter um jeito.
Am I the villain?
Se eu me transformar e depois...
Then fucking do it.
Aqui.
Eu não sei mais. E se for uma armadilha? E se você for Felix?
Fucking shut up and detransform.
Seja essa vez.
Oh my god.
Transformar.
Oh, she took her sweet time with that one.
Pressa, que ele não pode pegar todos os Miraculous. Por favor, que tenha sobrado alguns. Tem que ter
I don't care. He downed that shit like a fucking galette.
Bark, eu renuncio.
But you know what? The choker kind of suits him. But fuck you. But thank you, but fuck you.
Cio a você.
Acabei. Tinha que transformar.
Oh, even if she detransforms the yo-yo, but the yo-yo should have disappeared. It doesn't matter. I actually had hope. Oh my god. Ha!
Não sobrou nenhum.
Oh my god, this should be my new wallpaper. I'm gonna start crying, but my tears are of joy.
Ladybug.
Eu perdi.
Cry harder. Fucking cunt. The moment the yo-yo left, she should have been detransforming. I don't care if Adrien knew. Oh my god, ow. Okay, what's this part that hurts? It's at my side, like the side of my stomach, like my frame. Why do I not know my own body part? I think this is where my kidney is supposed to be. It fucking hurts. Yo. I don't care. I don't care. I do not care. Oh wait, I do care. Why do you want the butterfly Miraculous? A connection to his mom? Because he held it in more sentimental value than the ring. He said the ring is not of use to him anymore. They're twins, bro. Or it was the thing that created him because he held it with such tender care. Ah, serotonin.
Você não me perdeu.
Ah, but she didn't even think about you in this situation, so no.
Por que você não desiste de mim? Eu perdi todos os Miraculous. Eu sou a pior.
You know what? You know what? I think I'm gonna get a counter to count every correct thing she said. Let's start this from the beginning.
Por que você não desiste de mim? Eu perdi todos os Miraculous. Eu sou a pior guardiã da história. Eu queria controlar tudo. Eu não escutei você. Eu menti pra você e eu afastei você. Sempre que me ofereceu ajuda, eu recusei e eu fiz a maior confusão.
Oh my god. Everything. Everything is correct. Doesn't redeem anything you've done just because you've said it.
My lady,
Oh, fuck off.
a gente vai recuperar eles por
You know what? I'm gonna look it up right now. Signs that you are being gaslit. You're always apologizing. You're always apologizing. You walk on eggshells around them. They tell you how you're supposed to feel. Words and actions don't match up. Constant projecting. Oh my god, these are all correct. You're always making excuses. Well, she was denying proof even when they had it. Denying even if you have proof. Cat Noir kept trying to tell her, give me some Miraculouses. She said no. Now here we are. They add in positive reinforcements to confuse you. Wow. They align people against you. You feel isolated from your former life. You just don't feel like yourself anymore. Signs that you are in a toxic relationship. Envy and jealousy, controlling behavior, resentment, dishonesty, patterns of disrespect, negative financial behavior. Oh, yeah. Well, the Miraculouses can be considered like financial stuff. Lack of support. Did I say toxic communication? I think I need to say that. Envy or jealousy. These are all toxic. This is a toxic relationship, and he's being gaslit, and now he's the one apologizing. I hate this.
Até o último. E não vamos deixar isso acontecer nunca mais.
Why is it at the end of every season he has to be the one to
Você, a melhor
help her
super-heroína
out
que
of
já
her rut,
existiu.
and then she spends the next
Eles,
season
o povo
fucking
de
over?
Paris.
And Cat Noir, and Cat Noir, and Cat No fucking Noir. I swear to God, if I was here,
E eu.
I would quit if I was him. She lost the Miraculouses, yet she's the one they're chanting for. You're not even calling his. You know what? You know what? Just remove his name from the title of the show. I don't care anymore. I'm over it. Why? Why? She caused the last guardian to lose his powers. Now she's lost all of the Miraculouses, resulting in all your fucking lives being harder. Why is her name the only name you fucking can't? Cat Noir, on your behalf, I quit. I quit on your behalf.
O seu parceiro fiel.
You're not even her partner. And Cat No fucking War. Fuck you and your single strand of tears. I hate it. I fucking hate it with every fiber of my being. Okay. 30 minutes? I'm only going to allow myself to talk for 30 minutes. But this whole intro thing that I've done has taken 80 minutes. I don't know how long it'll take me to edit everything out. This can just be a review, a video in and of itself. You know what? That's what it's gonna be. This will be a video in and of itself. I'll post another review, because if I'm gonna have to suffer through this, I might as well make money from it. So dramatic live reenaction. Next video should be the review. I don't fucking care at this point. Oh my god. I'll start the review now, but for you it might be a while. So, you know, like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. I only sat down to do this because they're gonna release Alistair's character design soon, and I knew if that came out and I didn't make this video, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna focus on that. So yeah, whatever. Love you. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. And with that being said, this is TVC. Mwah. Signing out. Picking up exactly where we left off in my last video. This is... Wait, how do I even do these things? Hello and welcome to my review of the 26th episode of the 4th season of Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir, titled... Well, I can't really read this, but I think it's HAWKMOTH Strikes Back. Wait, what was its fucking title? Strike Back! Shadowmoth's Final Attack Part 2. Who gives a shit? I don't. Oh no. Oh my god. I am in misery. There ain't nobody who can comfort me. Short video. Please be short. So, Risk picks up directly after Strike Back. Adrien finds the fucking eyeglass thing, but then the attack happens and he says, oh, this will have to wait until later. Or his dad has to wait until later. So that whole fucking cliffhanger meant nothing. It meant nothing. This little thread is never revisited upon. He doesn't talk to his father again. The hell, at this point, Adrien said he has to talk to his father, but Felix ends up talking to him. That can be seen as something, but it's not worth much. If that's just a theory, it's this means nothing, is what I'm trying to say. They gave a hook to keep you watching, a hook that they know you would want to know of Adrien finding out about his mom or learning more about his dad or something. This is the premise of this whole fucking show. They know what you want. They know what they can give you. They know how to tease you with that, but they refuse to give it. And they keep dragging this fucking benign show along. Ladybug says she's gonna... says she's gonna transform using Pegasus and go bring Adrien back, even though I think the train hasn't even left the station, so this is all fucking useless. So another thread that meant nothing, but I think the train is moving. Oh yeah. Well, technically he's barely left Paris, unless it's like one of those bullet trains, whatever. So Natalie is trying to connect with... God have mercy. Natalie is trying to connect with Felix, Luke, Adrien. Why am I bringing up Luca? And he's playing the part, and bitch is just putting her... I should have even reacted to this in my live reaction, recreating live reaction thing. So apparently Natalie has that frog thing, so I guess that kind of leads into what Marinette says later of everybody has the mark except Adrien. So Felix tries to call upon the Kwame with the fake brooch he got in the last episode. It doesn't work. HAWKMOTH's monsters are wreaking havoc. People are being idiots, trying to take selfies with it. The monsters are causing chaos. They're trying to fight it. And of all the times when these two will try to hash things out, it's now. Marinette is rocking her original black hair instead of the blue one for the show or whatever. So now they're screaming at each other. And Marinette is saying, the reason why I don't trust you is so HAWKMOTH doesn't akumatize one of us. So if he gets me, he gets you. And then Adrien Noir is saying, we're never getting akumatized. And then she remembers Shad Bala, which apparently she never told him. And he calls her out on it, because you never tell me anything. And I pray she was going to tell him, but she had that just defiance in her eyes of, I fucking know better. And then they get interrupted. Now, here's something I just thought of, just a little thing. You don't want to reveal your identities to each other, so you don't. So if one of you gets captured, the other one doesn't get akumatized. I get it. We knew this. Why won't you trust him with Miraculouses? And if for you in the audience watching feels enraged by that, how can Adrien have a Miraculous to hold? Check yourself, check your bias, because even Marinette, as just a regular holder, Master Fu trusted her to give out Miraculouses. Hell, Master Fu had Miraculouses out in the wild or whatever. So Adrien having possession of some, hell, he can have possession and bring it back to you. But you have such a chokehold over the Miraculouses, which, yes, it's your first time being the Guardian. Yes, we get you have a lot of pressure. But you are, quote unquote, partners. Just because you got upgraded to Guardian, which Master Fu did in the heat of the moment, doesn't mean you gotta do it alone, because your own Guardian didn't do it alone. He knew when to trust you. So if Adrien had some Miraculouses, even if you get found out and caught, wouldn't it make sense to have some Miraculouses with him so that if you get caught, you don't reveal his identity and he has some Miraculouses to fight back against you? I'm just spitballing here. And even if you say, oh, I don't want to give him Miraculouses against he gets caught, that's internal bias on your part where you feel, oh, you can never get akumatized. So you have to keep all their Miraculouses. You have to keep your identity a secret because Cat Noir gets transformed, and the show kind of reinforces that he got transformed in Shad Bala, he got transformed in Ephemeral. So you are the only one, quote unquote, that can never be akumatized. Even though fucking Suhan could just teach you that technique of warding off akumas, because we know the only reason why Cat Noir has never gotten akumatized is because he's the son of the villain and the villain just never tried to. And you, I don't know why, akumas have come after you multiple times, so both of you are not immune to this. So the show's logic falls apart in them trying to, I don't know, create reasons as to why what they did makes sense. Ladybug calls out Rena's name in a moment of panic. She tries to cover it up, but Cat Noir figures it out. Figures it out. But she's like, I can't tell you. He just cuts her off. Yeah, because it's too risky. I get it. I've been here before. And again, the show is really making Cat Noir act up when he shouldn't. We've had 26 episodes where he could have acted up, but the show decided to have the act up be at the final climactic moment, which makes everything seem a little brash, makes him seem like he doesn't know when to read the room. Whereas there's several episodes that I can call that I just don't fucking want to, where he could have brought up his gripes in a more civilized manner. You could have sprinkled him figuring things out and complaining about it instead of just having everything come out in one burst. Like I said, the show knows what it's doing. I feel like the show has competent writers, but somebody, we're not gonna mention who, stops them. So they have to keep all the things that they know should happen, and then when they're allowed to write about it, which is like the finales, they have to cram everything together that should have been spread out and allowed to breathe. But they hint and tease to these little things. But hey, I shouldn't even give the writing team that much credit at this point. Yeah. I know Thomas is leaving after season 5 or in season 5. I don't fucking care at this point. I probably won't even watch season 5. So that information is useless to me. Thomas could be the reason things are like this. It could not be. I don't want to touch this show anymore. Whatever, heroes fighting things realize that if you touch the thing, it takes your power. One of them throws a disc at them. Kagami flings it away. It hits the building that Alia is in, but right before it kills her, Carapace saves her life, and he reveals that Rena is there. Thank God he didn't say Alia, like I said in my whole live action thing. Marinette wants to get angry. I'm like, now's not the time, bitch. She's like, I can't lie to him. She says, oh yeah, we'll talk about this later. I'm like, fucking, he saved her life. I'm not gonna apologize because he saved me. If you had told the team I was still here, I know I'm protecting my family and whatever crap, but people knew Chloe's identity. Hawkmoth went after her multiple times. She's fine. Fucking leave Rena alone. And this is like his final attack. Right now is not the time. I understand the whole, oh, Ladybug was giving back Miraculouses to people that Hawkmoth knew. Like, the show had to create a reason that Hawkmoth knew the Miraculouses weren't with them, but he knows it's with Alia, but he hasn't seen Alia for a while, and now that she's here, he just knows, oh, she's always been here. He just figures it out. Hello, can't he just assume, oh, the situation is dire, that's why he gave it back? But then they say, I renounce you, whatever. They figure out the kid's a sentient monster and that he's making them take risks, and in so doing, Marinette says, hey, Cat Noir, stay back, you're too risky, everybody else with me. And I'm like, seriously she did that on purpose. And then Cat Noir's risk takes hold as he attacks the monster in the background over there. And I call bullshit. That was not Cat Noir's risk taking over. That was just Cat Noir being Cat Noir. And of all the people you're afraid of their powers getting taken, it's not Cat Noir's that I'm worried about. It's hers. If her power gets taken, I think it even did. You're dead. If they touch you, you're dead. Hell, when they even pinned down Cat Noir here, they could have just frozen him. But these things are too huge, so they can't even take his ring. Do I feel soulless and benign? I feel soulless and benign. I don't feel anything. I've thought about how to do this review a million times, not even close to what I had envisioned in my mind, but I don't care at this point. Like, subscribe, do all the things, because your girl's really trying. So Cat Noir jumps in, they break the kids everything, can't find the little Akuma. She's like, this is a nightmare. And I'm like, ho ho ho, it's about to be. Her lucky charm gives her a ticket. She's like, okay, I need to go back in time, but it's risky. And then she thinks of, okay, who isn't infected? Oh no, Adrien. Okay, is it a risk to ask Adrien or is it a risk not to ask him? And at this point, I'm like, the moment Adrien comes into your mind, just don't. I know she said he's the only one without a mark, so he's the only one that can do this, but you have a mark and you're doing this. Do you see the bias and the show making her say it, verbalize it? It doesn't stop it from being shit. Just because you're aware of your wrongdoings doesn't absolve you of it. But then again, I'm gonna say that a lot more towards the end. So she decides to use him. Whereas here's something, and oh my god, not this shit again. Here's something, and I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say, why didn't you fucking unify with the dog? That's an option. She's already done 2 unifications. You can't say doing 3 is too much because she wore all the Miraculouses and Master Fu said, oh my god, I'm mine unlike any other. You can unify with the dog, go back in time, get the fucking thing, come back, ununify 2 of the Miraculouses, and use the last one to get it. You did not need Adrien. I guess this is where the risk came in. She couldn't think clearly. So she finds him, gives him the thing. They go to the biosphere. You know what? I'm really breezing through this review, so maybe that little reenactment thing, I'm gonna put it at the beginning of the video. I like how I talk about what I'm gonna do in the video with no intention of editing it out, because extra time is extra time. So there's that. But I'm over the 30-minute mark. You know what? Whatever. I'm only giving myself 30 minutes for the review portion. So in the biosphere, she didn't check any of the other things for Hawkmoth. Whatever. They find the kid, and they go back. Everything is worse. Cat Noir is like fighting. Don't care. She praises him. He hears her. At this point, I'm like, I don't know why he cares, because she's like, oh, you did it so great on your first try. She said this before. This isn't her first time saying this. She does the pound it with him, which I can feel like it's kind of a betrayal, but they've all done pound it with people, even when Cat Noir isn't there and he's never cared before. He's done pound it with like Alia when she was Ladybug. So again, I don't know what the issue is here, but they're thinking, they're kind of framing it as, yeah, she completely doesn't even think you're of use, because she unified with 2 things. She couldn't give him to unify with 1. Think of the memes, the cat and the dog miraculous unifying. She literally, she did not give it to him for them to go back in time. She just chose to give somebody else. Holy shit. God, give me strength. Seriously, this boy was running around for like 24 hours. Nobody cared. I know risk, but literally, there've been other times when they've been able to find out that they take down risk, and now they can think clearly. They are not taking risks. Hey, wait a minute. Are you going to stay and stand up to your father? You gave me the strength I needed, Ladybug.
Vou.
Hawkmoth is his dad? You know what? I know it's Felix, but I love evil-looking Adrien. We've seen people take on Adrien's form, Lila and Chameleon and all that stuff, but when Adrien looks sassy and okay, that wasn't the word I was looking for. I was gonna say fuckable. I'm like, what? No, formidable. That's the word I was looking for. Maybe in a couple years, but not now. So when he looks like this, it's stunning. We love it. Sight to behold. Oh, fuck off, you thirsty hoe, says the hypocrite. They come back. Ladybug is acting a complete bitch. Just rubbing it in his face how, oh, we're gonna work so closely together. And you know how recently she's just been calling all the other heroes, not even giving a damn about Cat Noir. So you can just tell she's gonna find every opportunity to try and call Adrien into the fight. Even though this isn't Adrien, she forces them to shake hands because like cat and dog, like what is this? Is this like a funny little thing the show is trying to do? I don't like it. This time could have been spent doing anything else, fleshing out Cat Noir, literally anything else. And they had to give him a bell on his collar too. These boys are related. I literally do not give a shit what your opinion on the matter is. This is my gospel. This is my truth. So Ladybug finishes making a fool out of herself. She calls her Lucky Charm and she's like, okay, I got a plan. And she yeets the sentient monsters into the sun. Now, I don't care what you say about risk. It doesn't stop you from using brain cells. She could have done this and then found the kid's toy or whatever. So they detransform. Alia gives her back the Miraculous. Like, I can't be the Miraculous owner anymore. Trix, I renounce you. I'm like, fucking what? At the time I understood it, but then I realized, oh, they made her do this because of the ending. Now I fucking hate this scene. This scene meant so much for the girl who really wanted to be a superhero, who wanted nothing more to be a superhero, who went through hoops to try and keep everything in place to save people, now having to renounce it. And then you realize, oh, the reason she renounced it was so that Hawkmoth could have her jewel. You know what? She could have kept it, and then maybe in the next season, because Hawkmoth has all the other Miraculouses, he finds a way to take this from her. I don't know, just a thought. But hey, now that he knows that the Fox Miraculous is in his possession, he leaves her alone. So I guess that. Sorry, I think my computer recording is crashing. Okay, just in case, I'm going to stop and start it again. I do not want to have faulty audio. Okay, hopefully the recording is better now. Okay, so all of this was done as the plot device, whatever, but you know what? It all makes sense so that with back to like square one, Hawkmoth doesn't know any identities. He has all the miraculous shit. Ho ho ho. Aww, poor baby. She really didn't want to give up her miraculous. So Gabriel realizes everything has been useless and he calls off the entire thing, which I fucking hate. Like I said, he literally uprooted his son's entire livelihood, the little life this boy was able to grasp out of your clutches. He just tossed it all away to send him on a trip because he knew he was gonna like take over Paris, but then when he made his wish, Adrien would be off somewhere. Like, it doesn't make sense. He did all of this to get Adrien away. Or did he think his plan to take over Paris would take so long that he needed Adrien to be away for a long term? But then again, if he succeeded, him sending Adrien away wouldn't make sense because he would have restructured the universe to get his wife. Does Gabriel even like Adrien at all? Is Adrien even his son at this point? Because why wouldn't you want... I understand he's doing this attack that could threaten his life, but Hawkmoth, Gabriel has done worse attacks on Paris than this. Literally, the freezer or whatever. My brain. So in the event, what am I trying to say? He could have just had him go and visit his cousin. Literally. Felix wouldn't have been here to do all the bad, messed up shit he did. Your son would just be away for a day or a week. You didn't have to send him somewhere for a year. A week is enough. I'm pretty sure he's taken a week off school before while you do your whole HAWKMOTH madness. And that would have not allowed Felix to come over so Marinette doesn't fuck up. So I understand everything was put in place to cause Marinette to fuck up. But the whole him having to send Adrien away for a year was too much for the little reason of, hey, I'm taking over Paris and I need my son away so he doesn't get hurt. But you doing that shouldn't result in a year. But because he's been gone for a year, that's what upends everything and causes Marinette to spiral and then for Felix to come over. So I can see the reason why the creators put things in place to have things happen. But when you actually dissect it, it makes no fucking sense. Am I making sense? Am I gaslighting myself? Is the show gaslighting me? Because I'm pretty sure now somebody say, okay, then how else would you have Felix come over? Just have him come over. The little shit does what he wants. Let it be the one episode where he's like, okay, I want to come and fuck shit up. Maybe have Chloe do something that brings him over. Or just have Adrien have an event that his cousin shows up to and fucks shit up. There are easier ways to get Felix to come than for you to introduce the 1 year travel thing. And Marinette is always a crazy hoe, so you could just have any other reason to have her mess up. Like, have a risk, make people take risks. Felix shows up, they switch places because Adrien just wants to have a little time to himself, and risk makes Marinette trust Felix at the wrong moment when he is Adrien, and then all this happens. The whole 1 year thing didn't have to happen. And in that case, we get more Adrien and Felix time. But you know what? Let's just go with the way the show wrote it. I'm not a show writer. I don't want to pretend like I know better than them. But at the same time, does the idea that Gabriel was about to fuck over his son's life for a year for something that would not have lasted this attack didn't last more than 20 minutes. And he's already telling them, come back, cancel everything. He gave up the brunch that was so important to Adrien for this shit. Everything is falling apart. My God. So Felix shows up like a boss in the whole suit. Like, look, I know who you are. I know what you did. Give me the Peacock Miraculous. Now here's the thing. Lila saw Natalie dying and she smiled. This doesn't get acted upon either. I know this is the finale, but a lot of loose threads with nothing to act upon. Because I'm pretty sure Natalie was fine by the end. I don't know. I don't know. We don't see anything. Same with Adrien and the glasses thing at the beginning. Now Natalie falling sick. Now Lila. A lot of things are being put in place. If the first episode of the next season doesn't address like Adrien bringing Natalie off the train on a stretcher, or hell, Gabriel asking, "Where is my son?" This would have been a perfect segue if they went through with the 1 year thing and Adrien, Felix, whatever, went in Adrien's place. Adrien would still be in Paris, but can't be Adrien, so he can be Cat Noir 24/7, and we can have cute Mary Cat moments like the fan comics. But whatever, Adrien is back. Ladybug is like, "Hey, the Miraculous," because Felix didn't show up at the rendezvous point. He's like, "What? You didn't give me shit." She's like, "On the train." He's like, "I wasn't on the train. That's Felix." At that exact moment, Adrien should have been sprinting downstairs. He saw the glass thing there. He didn't see his dad. Like, you know your cousin could be, well, he knows his cousin could be anywhere. But for the fact that his cousin was able to communicate with HAWKMOTH, I would be sprinting to England or whatever the little fucker is to choke answers out of him. They just let him sit on the train and he goes, ha-da-da-da-da, back home. Even if you don't know where he fucking is, you know where he lives. He's your cousin. Oh my God, I'm feeling pain in my chest. What the fuck? So, oh my God, the pattern on his thing isn't like the rest of the Miraculouses. Oh wait, is it? Oh no, I need to tilt my head. It is. So his Felix gives him the 411. You have a very limited amount of time to do this. And I have touched her yo-yo. It's a transportation thing, and it gets me to her all her Miraculouses. All I want is a butterfly. And I didn't even understand it. I think it was a translation. But
Dizer uma palavra e o ioiô dela, o portal mágico pros Miraculous, vai ser seu. Decide logo. O tempo
Usar Miraculous do pavão.
And how can I know you're not using the Peacock Miraculous against us? Or is he trying to ask, how will I know you won't use it against us? Is this the normal pattern, though? It doesn't look like the pattern on Ladybug's thing, like the hexagons. Huh. I could have sworn they made a mistake somewhere here. Because, well, he did give him the peacock, but I was like, what peacock? Did he ask for the peacock? Wait,
Contanto que
let
a
me read
Ladybug
this.
não tenha se destransformado, eu só preciso dizer uma palavra e o ioiô dela, o portal mágico pros Miraculous, vai ser seu. Decide logo. O tempo tá acabando. E
Não sei do que você está falando.
quer que eu conte o código secreto no quadro pro Adrien?
Like the show even cares to
Então
tell
me dá o
us.
que eu quero e eu vou te dar uma coisa muito melhor em troca.
Os Miraculous da Ladybug e do Cat Noir?
Não. Todos os outros Miraculous. E isso. Eu não vou mais precisar dele.
You said give you what you
Contanto que
want.
a Ladybug
How do you know he wants the peacock miraculous? Well, technically he opened the thing and he didn't even take the moth, he took the peacock. Oh my god, what is up with this family? So he renounces Dusu, and I'm here like, what's with all the renouncing? Ali renounced the fox, Dusu Hawkmoth renounced Dusu, but I don't remember Natalie renouncing Dusu. What does renouncing have to do with anything? Literally. I think Ladybug renounced Tiki in the beginning, but she took her again. So renounces our mean horse shit in the end scheme. So he does the fetch, and I can't stop laughing every time this scene plays. It's not even Marionette's misery. That just brings me joy. What makes me laugh my ass off is how this man was digging into this thing. Pulling out all the Miraculouses without hesitation. Oh my god, I don't need my body to start hurting again. Wait, is that where my stomach is? Oh no. Okay, so like... okay, I need to get away from this scene. So... oh fuck. There is enjoyment to be had in this show. So he uses this thing, he said catch. Okay, so I think him touching it is fetch. Shouldn't it be fetch? Whatever. This makes no sense because it's kind of like taking Adrien's staff. Did it take the whole thing? Because I think the rope was still around her, or the string was still around her. Yeah, the string. I don't know why I'm using my fingers. You can't see it. The string is still around her, but then vanishes the next frame. Ooh, animation error. So he gets it. And, oh my god. My body still hurts. Bitch! We love a villain. We love a competent villain. More competent than Hawkmoth. Wow. Like, really, wow. So Ladybug has a panic attack. She's freaking out. She's like, he has my Miraculous. Oh my god. And she can't think because she's having a mental breakdown, which, good. And Cat Noir always being there to calm her down. He's like, yo, think. There must be a way to get it back. De-transform. Now, when she de-transforms, everything that has to be Ladybug just disappears. Now, if I was her, in that moment, I am de-transforming, retransforming, getting the time Miraculous, getting Sass, unifying, and flipping things back by 5 minutes. You know? So, as soon as the ball fetches in the rewind, I'll be like in a closet or something and I can de-transform and retransform. I just fixed it. I fixed it. Well, that's assuming that Hawkmoth didn't take Sass or the bunny one. One of the two. We have 2 time travel Miraculouses. Shut the fuck up. So Adrien tries to reason with her and she's like, what if this is a trap? What if everything is a trap? You just saw your Miraculous vanish while he tells you that that was not me. And you know you have to be transformed as the dog to get it. Like, I know she's not using her brain cells, but I don't fucking care. The show has tried to tell me that this bitch is the messiah to end all messiahs and she can think on a dime, but suddenly her brain stops working. I don't fucking care if the situation is dire. Her brain should still work here. You're the show that gave me these expectations. This is a you problem, not a me problem. Am I being toxic? Yes. Do I care? Not really. So she's panicking and he's like, you have to trust me. You must trust me at least once. So let it be this time. I think he's speaking through Cat Noir here. He's like, trust me once. And she did. But we know this is Ladybug, Marinette. So her Adrien senses would have just gone haywire. But they're treating it as a cat. It would have been so nice if this was like a Cat Noir moment where, I don't know, they're jumping over rooftops and Ladybug is like, I cannot find Adrien, and Cat Noir, being Adrien, says, oh, he blech. I know she won't believe it, but then how would she explain that it's the twin things? Oh, you could say I saw him in the park dressed as his cousin. You're like, why? Then you're like, oh no, if you give the Miraculous to anybody, it wouldn't have been Adrien. It was his cousin. They switched places for a day. She freaks out, and then her yo-yo gets taken away. And then the whole trust thing. You need to trust me this once. Here, hide. I don't know why I keep rewriting things at little bursts of intervals, but I just don't like this. I like this, don't get me wrong. I like her breaking down, but the way they got to it is what's fucking with me. They're shifting things in place to make Ladybug seem like the ultimate victim when everything here was her own actions. Oh my god, I got some comments I should be reading because so many people broke this down so well. Because basically it's like she's a victim of her own actions. So why should I feel bad for her? But the show is shifting things in place to make you seem, oh no, don't look behind the curtains. Look how sad she is. Look at her admitting her faults. Oh, woe is she. Like, they didn't even give Cat Noir the opportunity to call out her bullshit. Like, let Cat Noir have a little win. Like, you see, you should have trusted me. Give him an I told you so. But no, a man can't tell a woman she was wrong. The woman must realize she was wrong all along. Again, I've seen Tiki swallow this shit whole. I felt a little twinge in my heart as seeing the tears form in her eyes. But then I remember, and I'm like, I don't care. I shouldn't be enjoying her pain.
Relaxar. Bark, eu renuncio a você.
So she can't find everything. She's lost. Her eyes goes glassy. The whole fandom thought, oh, she was sad because Cat Noir left her. Adrien tries to comfort her. She vanishes. She's in tears. I've lost everything. Hawkmoth decides to telegram, whatever, his announcement that I have wonneth. You can see the little two Miraculouses here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a faster way to do this. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there's 18 Miraculouses in the miracle box. Huh. That's a lot. So finally, after the ox, I think the ox or the hen, whichever one, got the Miraculouses, that's when shit hits the fan. Like, they just get to transform once or twice, and next thing they know, their powers are gone. I think all these heroes were in action today. Oh my god. No wonder Suhan gets pissed off. Like, all these heroes in action? I had a point to make about Suhan and the heroes, but I fucking forgot it. Oh yeah, when he said all these heroes in active duty, blah 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 blah, instead of Cat Noir, I had a point, cannot remember it. This is why I should write things down. I wanted to write down what I was gonna say for this whole video, but I didn't because I hate thinking about this episode. I just want to get it and be done. So Hawkmoth tells, why did it change color? From what I tell, the Miraculouses don't change appearances just because of the holder they're with. It's still the same thing no matter who's possessing it. But this has changed. Why? Did he upgrade it? Oh my god, poor Dusu. Dusu is never allowed to be with his friends. Just never allowed to be with his friends. No, that's the church. No, that's Moth. That's fuck. What's their name? There's too many names in this show. I actually cannot remember his name, and I'm dying on the inside. Tiki, Plag, Dusu. Why can't I remember Dusu, but not the fucking Moth one? Ah! Where's my phone? I cannot end this video without remembering his name. It is a he, right? Yes, it's a he. Moth, butterfly, moth. Well, Moth, Miraculous. I don't care about the holder. Give me the Kwame. They won't tell me the Kwame's name. Kwame. Nuru. Ah. Thank you. Nuru is reunited with his friends, so I'm happy. Well, Dusu too didn't really get to be with her friends or their friends or whatever. Well, they're all non-binary, so that's kind of sad. But they were broken, so now they're fixed. So Ladybug's living her worst nightmare, literally worst nightmare. Well, her worst nightmare was him getting her Miraculous and Cat Noir, and then there's the whole her. Remember when in the start of the season she's like, "Oh, Alia will blur out my secrets. Hawkmoth will have the miracle box." Well, he doesn't have the miracle box. He has all the Miraculouses. And it's like, yes, you didn't trust Alia, but then she had to renounce her thing and give it back to you. You didn't trust Cat Noir. You didn't trust anybody. You thought everybody would be the reason Hawkmoth would get the Miraculous, but you are the reason. And I'm happy. I love that. But fuck you. Fuck you. I hope I remember, since I'm combining the two episodes now, I hope I remember to play a scene at the beginning of what my senpai Lily said.
Stop and remember that we're coming off a decade of slow, dragged out, intensely poorly paced shows, and that 10 years of TV can very much influence your perceptions. Slow, almost anime waiting for the comic to produce more content style pacing is not something we should hold up as the norm. It should never take 4 entire seasons for 2 people who very obviously want each other to spit it the fuck out. And it certainly should not take 5. Other shows aren't rushed. Your slow ass needs to hurry the fuck up.
Because that kind of bleeds into like the whole romantic tension where it shouldn't take 4 seasons for shit to happen when 2 people who like each other to get together. It shouldn't have taken 4 seasons for us to reach this point. Season 1 finale. Season 1 was just introductions, them getting to know each other, whatever. Season 2 finale. Marina takes a step forward in her crush and kisses Adrien. Season 3 just resets back to the point A. By the end of season 3, Marinette loses the Guardian, reveals his identity because of Adrien, and she gets more responsibilities. I hope that sound doesn't bug you in the background. We have a power outages and generators, so she causes the Guardian's identity to be revealed, giving her more responsibilities than she could ever have imagined or wanted. And then she goes overboard. And now it's the season 4 finale. She fucked up and lost everything. Now, I ask you, why did that have to take 4 seasons? Gravity Falls did everything it did with Bill Cipher taking over the world, finding out about Great Uncle Ford, finding out that Granduncle Stan kind of lied, the whole family secrets, the books, the mysteries, everything happened in 2 seasons. I'm pretty sure each season wasn't more than 25 episodes. So why, and you fucking cunts have 26. We have had 100 episodes of this show. And so far, the only things that have happened is Marinette kissed Adrien on the cheek. Hooray! They all do that there. It's France. It's the French. And she outed her guardian. And now she lost all the Miraculouses. Can you explain to me why that took 100 episodes? When with Gravity Falls, I think everything didn't even take up to 50. Why couldn't this have been a mid-season finale? You know, because so many things happened this season of no value. I can think of so many episodes that we could have cut out. Just chop them. Throw them into the wind. And have this be the mid-season finale. Marinette starts at the Guardian. She freaks out. She's overreacting. And then by episode like 12 or something, this happens. And then we have the rest of the season. Same thing with season 3. Not this shit again. Same thing with season 3. Marinette could have been she could have outed Master Fu by the halfway point. And yeah, if she had gotten the whole guardian powers, it would have been an adjustment. And then by the end, she loses all the Miraculouses. That can be a lot to take in, but that's 25 episodes. Things should be moving. Why are we moving at a snail's fucking pace? I am bored. At this point, I should just be reading synopsises and just picking what I should watch from there. So Ladybug goes on and said, "Oh no, I've done all these terrible, horrible, inconceivable things to you." And I'm like, yes, and here's the thing, just because somebody admits they did something wrong does not mean that they're a better person now. Just because, okay, here's the thing. Your boyfriend or girlfriend slaps you across the face so hard that you hit the door and, I don't know, get a black eye. One black eye from the hit, the other black eye from hitting the door. They kick you. They say, "I'm so angry. I'm in a rage. You did something to me that pissed me off." They abuse you physically. They leave. And then they come back later and say, "Look, I'm sorry. I know I hit you. You hit the door. I know I kicked you. I did all of these things." Just because you did all of those things does not absolve you of the shit you did. Even if you say sorry, you still did that shit. You did the things that you did. And just because you admitted to doing it doesn't resolve or fix the problem. Season 3, you did this thing where you said, "Oh no, I'm all alone. I don't have anybody." Cat Noir comes in, "I will always be here for you." Season 4, you shove him to the side because of Shat Blah or whatever that we don't even see any confirmation of. I know a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's because of Shat Blah that Marinette acts the way that she does." We've only seen 2 mentions of Shat Blah in this entire season, and that is the Alia episode where she was a fucking boss bitch as Rena Rouge that the show tried to retcon, and then the finale. So we're supposed to just assume, like, well, when the show wants us to use brain cells, they're vague as fuck. But when they don't trust us to use the brain cells, they're very upfront. You know what? That's probably hypocrisy on my side. So we have to assume that these are the reasons why she acts the way that she does. Why she doesn't tell him what happened because of Shat Blah. And it's like, oh wait, that one reason? You also almost got akumatized, bitch. You almost become Princess Justice or whatever when Lila fucked your whole life. That's not a reason to keep the Miraculouses away from you. I know Cat Noir being a villain actively is a threat, but you were also almost akumatized. I'm pretty sure there's a timeline you were. Just because you fought it, you didn't even fight it back. A reason occurred, which was Natalie, that stopped you from going over the edge. So why? Why? 24 minutes. So long as I don't pass 30, I'm okay with this review. Wait a minute. I already broke this into 2. Oh no. I'm panicking about, oh shit, this laptop is gonna die. So the citizens of Paris band together. I don't know how they knew she was on this rooftop when they always come here to hang out, but whatever, I guess they're clairvoyant, or they always knew when they come to hang out here. So the citizens of Paris band together saying, "We will stand by you, Ladybug, through thick and thin." Cat Noir is like, "I'm by your side." The show is basically saying, yes, Ladybug fucked up, but we're on her side. She is the good guy. Oh no.